Less than 8 months after being issued an arrest warrant by a South Korean court and placed on Interpol's Red Notice list, transnational fraud kingpin Yeo Sungjin, 37, South Korea national, considered an especially dangerous criminal, was captured by Vietnamese authorities in Quang Hoa province. The arrest is regarded as a major breakthrough in Vietnam's efforts to crack down on foreign-related criminal networks operating within its territory. On the afternoon of November 26th, after months of tracing his movements and deploying advanced investigative techniques, the Quang Hoa Provincial Police conducted a swift raid on a luxury apartment inside the Myung Tang Vien Troy complex, Bac Nha Trang Ward, and apprehended Yeo Sungjin. At the time of arrest, Yeo was attempting to barricade himself inside the room, using a false identity to conceal his whereabouts. The operation was executed swiftly and safely, marking a significant achievement for the Quang Hoa police in their fight against cross-border crime. It also delivered a severe blow to international criminal syndicates that have been exploiting Southeast Asia as a base for their operations. According to Red Notice number A4658-4-2025, issued by Interpol at South Korea's request, Yeo Sungjin is considered one of the senior commanders overseeing a large-scale romance scam and human trafficking network in the region. The syndicate operated within criminal compounds in Davet, Cambodia, near the Vietnamese border, an area notorious for harboring gangs engaged in forced labor and high-tech fraud. From August 2024 to February 2025, under Yeo's direct supervision, about 60 members of the network used deepfake technology to create hundreds of social media accounts impersonating attractive young women, targeting men in South Korea, China, Vietnam, and across Asia. After gaining victims' trust through fabricated online relationships, they lured them into participating in couple missions on fake travel websites. Victims were promised full refunds, free flights, and hotel packages for an eventual real-life date. In just a few months, the syndicate defrauded at least $1 million, not including numerous unreported cases. However, stealing money was only the first phase. Many victims who were convinced to travel to Vietnam to meet their lovers were then secretly transported across the border into Cambodia by Yeo Sungjin or his associates. Inside the notorious compounds of Bavet, their passports were confiscated and they were held in harsh conditions and forced to commit further online scams. Anyone who resisted was beaten, tortured, or sold to other criminal groups. Due to these systematic and brutal acts, Yeo Sungjin has been charged by South Korean authorities with 3 major crimes: large-scale fraud, participation in a structured criminal organization, and transnational human trafficking. In early 2025, after part of the criminal network was dismantled by Cambodian authorities, Yeo Sungjin quickly fled. He traveled through routes in the Golden Triangle, constantly changing his accommodations, and illegally entered Vietnam in an attempt to evade law enforcement. However, all his efforts to remain hidden ultimately failed, as his traces were gradually uncovered through close coordination between domestic and international authorities. The successful arrest of Yeo Sungjin not only demonstrates the capability of Vietnamese police in combating organized crime, but also contributes significantly to regional efforts aimed at eliminating transnational criminal networks that have been destabilizing Southeast Asia. At the time of his arrest, on the afternoon of November 26th, Yeo Sungjin's Red Notice information had not yet been updated in the international database used by Vietnamese authorities. This made identifying the suspect more challenging. Nevertheless, thanks to strict foreigner management procedures, close monitoring of local residency patterns, and heightened vigilance, the Immigration Management Division of the Kangwa Provincial Police promptly detected suspicious signs related to a foreign man illegally residing in apartment number 3326, OC3 Tower, within the Myeong Tang Vien Troy complex. During the administrative check, the man, later confirmed to be Yeo Sungjin, failed to present any valid identification documents, avoided answering questions, and displayed numerous signs indicating he was attempting to conceal his whereabouts. Utilizing advanced investigative techniques, the police compared facial features, cross-referenced available records, and verified information through various intelligence channels. Within a very short time, the Kangwa police conclusively determined that the man was indeed the fugitive urgently wanted under an Interpol red notice, a dangerous suspect known for highly sophisticated evasion tactics. Later that same afternoon, the Kangwa Provincial Police completed the necessary procedures, prepared the case file, and executed an emergency arrest order for Yeo Sungjin. At the same time, the unit coordinated with the Department of Foreign Affairs under the Ministry of Public Security to carry out official verification with South Korean authorities through the Interpol National Central Bureau in South Korea, ensuring all procedures complied strictly with Vietnamese law and relevant international agreements. According to the plan, once all legal procedures are finalized, the Kangwa police will work with relevant agencies to transfer Yeo Sungjin to Cam Ranh International Airport, where he will be handed over directly to South Korean police for extradition and prosecution under South Korean law. This decisive action reflects the effective cooperation between Vietnamese law enforcement and international policing bodies in the fight against transnational crime. Beyond the arrest itself, the Kangwa Provincial Police have also expanded their investigation into violations related to organizing or facilitating illegal entry, exit, or stay in Vietnam, as defined under Article 348 of the 2015 Penal Code, amended 2017. Several individuals, organizations, and accommodation providers suspected of assisting or harboring Yeo Sungjin during his time in Vietnam are currently being summoned and questioned to clarify their involvement. These measures aim not only to strictly punish those who aided a wanted criminal, but also to strengthen Vietnam's oversight of foreign residency, preventing the country from becoming a safe haven for international fugitives. Thank you for watching this story. If you found it meaningful, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for staying with Societal Stories.